There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
The football aficionados questions about whether or not you've got longevity as a quarterback in the National Football League. To that you say what?
You're going to have to see. You're going to have to see.
Draft. I think Allen is trash. I don't care what nobody say. It's trash. It's going to show, too. That's a stupid draft pick to me.
The Browns just officially now give up on Baker Mayfield. Is the party over here?
I've given up. I think Cleveland should give up. I think the Browns should give up. I think the city should give up. Enough is enough. Max Kellerman, you wouldn't be the perfect person to ask this question to and try to give a quick answer. I know it's hard for you, but try. The definition of progressive is what?
They'd be a very good football team. And I understand today we're going to get right back to where we were in September, the insane discussion of Josh Allen. Is he great? No, he's not. You know how I know? Because I watched football in October and November.
They picked Cleveland, and they picked him because of Baker Mayfield. Had they picked Sam Darnold, who's humble, a grown-up, adult, stoic, they would have been the sixth choice. So now the cameras are in the Cleveland locker room this year. The GM hates it, the coach hates it, the coordinators hate it, the position coaches, the scouting people, because of Baker, and that's why you shouldn't have drafted him. Jackson's a project. He's not Sam Darnold. He's not Josh Rosen. You watched them last night. He's not even close.
Running that football, you ain't a running back. You are electrifying. You might win games and all that stuff. But when we talk about a quarterback, in terms of you being the best quarterback in football, that answer is hell no, he is not.
There is a precedent with Baker Mayfield. He plays in a video game pillow fight conference. He's undersized. He's got bad judgment. He's cocky with too much of an ego. It's not going to hurt him in the Heisman. But in the end, I watch that and I think, dude, you are not gifted enough for me.
I can't tell you how proud I am of these three quarterbacks this year going through adversity, and they persevered through all of the hate from the media and fans. Let's start off with Josh Allen. Last year in the old video, I said that if Josh Allen had a true number one wide receiver to accommodate his arm strength, Josh Allen would be good this year. Now, I thought that the Bills were going to get a big name receiver in the draft, but they ended up getting the veteran Stephon Diggs, which has completely helped altered that entire offense. And with that addition, Josh Allen had one of the greatest regular season performances by a Bills quarterback in franchise history, throwing for 34 touchdowns and over 4,300 yards, passing while rushing for 8 touchdowns, and accumulating 400 yards on the ground. And can you believe that there was actually a handful of Bills fans that actually wanted Sam Darnold over Josh Allen? Many thought that Josh Allen was overrated. Josh Allen has been criticized for his turnovers and his accuracy, both things in which he has improved on. And you have to give Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane a lot of credit for building around Josh Allen's talent. They gave Josh Allen a better line over the years, a stout defense, and really good, reliable offensive weapons. Funny thing is, a lot of my new subscribers do not realize that a lot of my old videos used to be Buffalo Bills related. Yep, I used to defend Josh Allen the way I defended Lamar Jackson. Now, on to Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is one of those quarterbacks that a lot of people love to hate. And when you play for the Cleveland Browns, especially as a quarterback, you are actually the laughingstock of the NFL and other NFL fan bases. Now, the Browns have started one quarterback every year for 17 straight years. You would have to go back to Tim Couch in 2001 that started all 16 games. Now, in 2019, Baker Mayfield became the first quarterback since Tim Couch to start in all 16 games. Now, coming into the draft, a lot of people had compared Baker Mayfield to Johnny Manziel based on some of Baker Mayfield's off-the-field antics. And when Baker Mayfield got picked first overall, many believed that he did not deserve to be picked first overall. A lot of people liked Sam Darnold at the time. But right now, Baker Mayfield looked like the right choice. I mean, he has broken the record for most touchdown passes thrown by a rookie, which is now broken by Justin Herbert, who had the best rookie performance that we have ever seen from a quarterback in NFL history. Now, back to the point. After a few head coaches later, Baker Mayfield has finally fulfilled a certain destiny, and that's taking the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs. The Bills and the Browns are in the playoffs in the same year. Can you believe that? Kevin Stefanski is going to win Coach of the Year. I'm sorry. How can a guy come in his first year with the Browns and take him to double-digit wins and a playoff berth all in his first year? The Browns went from laughingstock to AFC powerhouse all in one season, and that has a lot to do with coaching. So great job with Kevin Stefanski. Hopefully this is not a fluke season. Hopefully Stefanski can replicate what he did this year, next year. Now, lastly, we got Lamar Jackson. Big trust. Whoa, whoa. Can you believe at one point in the NFL season, many thought that the Ravens were going to miss the postseason, and a lot of Lamar Jackson haters thought that the league had figured him out. But after Lamar Jackson had COVID-19, he has been on fire ever since. He looks like he is in his MVP form at the right time, and he has taken the Ravens to the postseason for the third consecutive time. And the AFC North is not an easy division. This is not like it's the NFC East. It's the AFC North. And this year, 3 teams from that division has over 10 wins. And Lamar Jackson became the first quarterback in NFL history to run for over 1,000 yards in 2 consecutive seasons. But I thought the NFL figured him out. Remember when I told you that Lamar Jackson haters are some of the dumbest? Now, let me show you something right quick. This so-called running back has thrown for 26 touchdown passes this year. He's thrown for 36 last year. He has thrown for 43 touchdown passes and 0 interceptions in the red zone. He is 30-7 as a starter, but all people want to talk about is his passing yards, like yards matter. No, points matter. You know what the media never mentions about the Baltimore Ravens offense is the fact that they are dead last in yards after catch, which means that when Lamar Jackson throws it to these receivers, they're not breaking tackles. He don't have a Jarvis Landry that can break tackles, or a Calvin Ridley that can make yards after the catch, or a Devontae Adams. These 3 young, talented quarterbacks from the 2018 draft all have interesting matchups in the postseason. The Baltimore Ravens have a chance to get revenge on the Tennessee Titans that ruined their Super Bowl hopes last year, and this time the Ravens are on the Titans' home field. So that's going to be really interesting. Then you got the Browns playing Pittsburgh for the 3rd time this year, the 2nd consecutive week. It's against Big Ben, which has owned the Cleveland Browns for the majority of his career. Then you got the Indianapolis Colts head coach Frank Reich going against his former team.
Until next time, pigskin foes and heroes.